This one features the Saints, leader at quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try and get to that number 1 spot.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Still first down.
Here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Bears had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. That's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by... things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey!
Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces the 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is caught, taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Bronco switch. Roll. Reload.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. After 7-0 on EA. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Check, Panther.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Barney, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where? Football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Have to review the play. Ruling on the field stays.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Right, number 7.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out to Tony. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. And this one taken in by Olave. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Rock, go switch. Rock, roll. Reload. Smash.
York able to send this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first. Second down and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's man.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown Bears! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we say,
sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Durant, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's got the first down and more.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
Second down and 3.
Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, Panther. No.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Durant, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards
on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man right side is Tony.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, it's Parks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 2nd down now. It's Parks, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And quickly they get to the line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready. 19, Charger, nice.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kadarius Toney
From a yard out.
and the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And they will take a knee here. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.